Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is part 2 of the Q&A. So if you're interested to see, I asked you guys on Instagram if you had any questions for me, and I answered a lot of those in my part 1 that I will leave up here in case you want to check that out. And I'm here to just answer the second part of the questions that you guys left me on Instagram. So the first question is from Dream Try Do Good 84, and she says, I have 2. How is Connor adjusting to life with twin brothers? And how do you find time to make the yummy dinners from your videos with twins? What do they do while you cook? Okay, so the first one is how is Connor adjusting to life with twins? He has adjusted awesome. I was a little, I guess, concerned just because he's a little bit older, and I was afraid that with the twins coming in that he would have some jealousy issues, just like that typical like sibling jealousy when a new baby enters the home, especially with 2 babies. That's a lot to take on. But Connor has just been totally fine. He has not had any issues, like any sibling like jealousy whatsoever, actually, now that I think about it. Connor's also pretty laid back, so I haven't really, I don't know, like I just haven't noticed anything with him where he's like concerned about parents, you know, giving the twins more attention than him type thing. So he's been totally fine. He loves them. But we've also been very intentional with making sure that Connor gets the attention that he deserves. For example, like Matt and him go fishing quite a bit. They actually have a YouTube channel that they started where they go fishing and they do like unboxing of like fishing stuff, and it's something that it's like a project that Matt and him work on together. So I think Connor feels special that he's like, you know, has this little project that he's working on with Dad, you know. So we try to balance out the attention as much as we possibly can. So Connor has adjusted great. The next question from the same person says, how do you find time to make the yummy dinners from your videos with twins? So I'm a stay-at-home mom now, so I have, you know, more time during the day than I used to. But honestly, like the meals that I make are super simple. Like I am not a very good, I don't want to say, I've always said I'm not a very good cook, which might be true, but I get very overwhelmed by recipes that have like 1,000 ingredients and have like a million different steps. So I just try to find things that are simple, that work for us. A lot of times, like you'll see in my videos, I'll incorporate like easy dinners, which is like a frozen pizza with a salad, or like spaghetti with the salad, like something that's like a 15-minute meal. Sometimes I do have things that are a little bit more involved, like the burrito bowls where it's like 5 different ingredients or whatever that you have to like put together in order to make this dish. For the most part, I just try to have easy meals that I can put together and that I know that we'll eat. And yeah. And then she also asked, what do they do while you cook? So most of the time, you know, Matt's home, Connor's home, and they'll just be hanging out here in the living room, or they'll be asleep in their little rockin' plays, or they'll be in their little rocky things in here. But they'll basically, Matt and Connor just play with them, or they're napping. Okay, so the next question comes from the classy wife, and she asks, how's their sleep schedule? Do they usually wake up at the same time, or do you wake the other to feed them together? You seem to be adjusting great. Awesome job, mommy. Well, thank you. I mentioned this already, but their sleeping schedule basically is they go to sleep about 9 o'clock, and then they wake up between 12 and 1 to feed, and then again between like 3 and 4, and then again like between 6 and 7. So that's basically their routine right now. And typically Deacon is the one that wakes up first, because I've mentioned he's aggressive is not the right word. He's just way more expressive when it comes to what he wants. So he's usually the one that wakes up first and lets me know that it's time to eat. So I'll get up, I'll feed him, change him, all that stuff. And since I'm up, I go ahead and make another bottle for Jackson, because, you know, he needs to eat too. So then I will feed Jackson, kind of knock them both out at the same time, and then put them down, and then I go back to sleep. So they will then, again, Deacon will wake me up a few hours later to let me know it's time to eat. Okay, so Meg McKinnon 23 asks, are they always as calm as they appear? How excited are you for 2 crawling and walking babies at once? Oh my gosh. So they are pretty calm, considering that there's 2 of them at the same time. Obviously, when you bunch anything together, that energy seems to be really loud, but they are pretty calm. Like if you were to separate them and just deal with one baby at a time, pretty calm, pretty, you know, relaxed babies. Again, Deacon's a little bit more expressive, But for the most part, it's like totally manageable. I'm with them by myself all day long. I'm obviously able to sit down and do videos because like right now they're napping. You know, sometimes I get up and kind of go, you know, check on them. Obviously, you know, that's why you might see little clips of like the light changing, you know, because I'll get up and go check on them. But I can totally do stuff during the day. I did not think that at all. Like I read so many twin books that talked about like how awful it would be, honestly, to have 2 babies at once and you'll never get anything done and your house is always going to be a wreck. And obviously it's work, you know, because you still have 2 babies to take care of, but they just appear to be very chill babies. So I feel like I can get a lot done, and they're pretty calm. And as far as 2 walking and crawling babies, I'm honestly terrified of that. I can preach all day long about how wonderful they are. They're so calm and so easy and all this stuff, but ask me again in 4 or 5 months when they're crawling, when they start to walk, when we like for real have to baby-proof the house. That's gonna be a totally different thing. I honestly, even with Connor, when he started to crawl, I was terrified of just ever, I mean, so I don't know. That's something that definitely freaks me out because we have stairs in this house. We have a doggy door that Jixer goes in and out of that we're gonna have to keep locked now. Well, once they start crawling, everything is gonna change. Okay, so the next question is, I would love to know your daily schedule. My twins are a week or so younger than Jackson and Deacon. Oh my gosh, I love that. Are they, I'm just curious, are they like fraternal twins, like boy, girl, like girl, what? She says, I'm struggling to make more of a plan for the day. Also, where are they sleeping at night now? So I never really have like a set schedule for the day. Like I wake up probably between like 8 and 8:30 is typically when I wake up, and I never like normally sleep in like that, but it's just because I get up with them like 2 to 3 times a night. So obviously just to get some sleep, I sleep in a little bit. Matt does the morning routine with Connor, gets him off to school. Again, I wake up around 8:30-ish. You know, get up with them. They're usually still sleeping. So the morning time I can just have some coffee, a little bit of breakfast, and then just kind of get stuff going for the day. I never really have like a plan as far as like, you know, write them down, like write goals down for the day type thing. Like right now it's kind of more like, I want to say survival mode, but not, that's a little dramatic, but no, I just try to get done whatever I can during the day. It's very important to me to try to keep our house as clean as possible and as orderly as possible, because I'm the type of person, I cannot function in like a messy house. So I do have that be a priority, to try to keep the house manageable as far as like cleaning it. So I usually clean and then have lunch, and then I pick up Connor around 3:30, and we can walk and go do that. So that's pretty close. His school is like super close to our house. And I make dinner, and if I have YouTube stuff, I do that usually in the evening, or like I'll respond to comments. Like usually when I'm responding to comments is whenever I'm feeding the twins. So I'll like play on my phone, like respond to comments and things like that. So at this point, I just kind of do what I can during the day. I'm not like super strict on like, I have to get this done today type thing. I'm very fortunate to have a flexible schedule because I'm at home now full time, but there are certain things that are important, like cleaning the house, making dinner, you know, that kind of thing. Right now they sleep next to my side of the bed in rockin' plays, and those have been awesome. Like I was not really aware of those when the twins first came home. I bought little swings and like a playpen and stuff like that, but you guys kept telling me about the rockin' plays. I looked them up online, all the reviews on them, and I went out and bought them, and I have used those more than I have anything else. So they sleep in their rockin' plays. They sleep great, and I love those. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this part 2. I don't want these videos to be super long, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching, and look out for part 3.